Previously on the Dosyonkos podcast.
Mine. We hate her guts. We'll say this from the front.
Yeah, hate.
Up top, we'll say before we get anything, we hate her guts. Back like we never left with another episode of your girl's favorite podcast. I'm talking about the Dosyonkos with your captains, SV, Samuel Vinsmoke, here with my boy Deion Chopper. Deion was good.
Yo, man. Big things popping. Got third place in my tournament last night.
Hey,
so,
congrats.
Yeah. Getting paid.
I'm making the money moves. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yo. Some days it just pays off, you know. Some days you just suck.
I feel that. I definitely feel that. So your boys are back on the docket this week. We got a little short one. I'm talking about the young recap, talking about what we've been watching this past week. We've been catching up on. And then we're going to talk about Between Two Walls, talk about Attack on Titan episode and what could be coming up for the rest of this season because the new arc is starting soon. Probably next week. So yeah, that's on the docket for today.
Yo, I'm so hyped with all the shit that's going on, man.
Facts.
Yeah. I love that we decided to do like the little mini-so, just the recap in between. I was like, there's nothing really new popping, but there's always so much going on in the animeverse, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, you want me to kick it off? I got a lot to say about one particular anime that I want to
start that shit, yeah.
All right. So your boy has been listening. I mean, not been listening. Your boy's been watching Black Clover. Ooh, boy. Oh my god.
I might have got spoiled on something. Not really spoiled, but I saw like something on Twitter from Black Clover and I'm like, oh.
Yeah. If you
I
what did you see?
I saw one of the guys who also have demon powers. I think his name is Dante.
Yeah.
I seen a picture of that nigga. I'm like, oh.
Did he have the crown with the thing? What did he look like?
Yeah, like he had like lines on his head. It was like just a face, and like he had like the dark demon shit. He had like lines on his forehead, and I think his name was Dante or something like that.
Yeah, so it's getting so real. Like we talked about Black Clover before and how it was kind of like gimmicky every once in a while.
Yeah,
it feels like this arc they picked up. They just picked up and they're just a normal anime with like fight scenes. Everything is going so well. Like there's no time, like stupid time skipping stuff like we were talking about before, like learning Mana Zone and all that stuff, and people just like picking abilities up here and there. There's a lot more work involved in this, but oh dude, it's only been 3 episodes in to the new arc, and every single episode has been just off the charts good. Like they're not Attack on Titan 10 out of 10, but they're 9.5s, like just solid. And you know me loving fight scenes. This dude Asta and the leader of the Dark Triad, the demon power people.
Yeah.
Ooh, oh no, oh boy. Asta did the same thing, bro.
I can only imagine that shit.
Yeah. So
I've seen Asta looking OD buff too. I've seen his new design. Nigga looks fucking jacked, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? The man was doing push-ups. In that 6-month time skip, man was just doing push-ups. That shit is crazy. I'm like, God damn.
Yo, so I'm gonna drop it. You gotta watch it. But anyway, like I want to say this before. You have to catch up. If there's something that you do, Sam, this is like you have to catch up because this arc is a 10. What was I gonna say? Oh, so yeah. So back to the thing. So I don't want to spoil it, but I'm gonna like half spoil it.
Yeah,
so the leader is looking for Yami, which that's not good. You don't want to be looking for Yami.
He's looking for Yami. Why?
Because he wants to fight this boy. There's different.
He just wants to fight Yami. Like that's not a good choice.
Yeah, it's not. So what you find out is
not a good idea.
It makes sense now. Like you know how like William Vengeance or Virgins had the World Tree magic.
Yeah.
So pretty much they explain like the different level of like mages, and like Yami's a sage 0, so it's like one of the most powerful people.
Okay.
But also his magic is outworldly, kind of like the world tree. Right. So they want to fight.
Otherworldly?
Okay. Yeah, it's like his is different because he does like the different dimension, black magic, dark slash stuff. So as you can tell, like throughout the whole series, like it's different than everyone else's magic.
Right. Yeah.
And the world tree is different than everyone else's magic.
Right.
And like you kind of get, so like these people are getting fought.
Like so have we even seen anybody else with darkness magic? No, right?
No.
And we've seen multiple people with light magic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we've only seen Yami use dark magic. Yeah.
And so it's like all these crazy things. So like this dude shows up at the Black Bulls establishment looking for Yami, and then just starts busting off, fighting everybody. Remember how I told you that like the one dude was going like 40% and had to go up because was strong?
Oh yeah.
Yo, this dude Asta was just going hard, and the leader was just like talking mad shit, and he got hit, and he goes, "Oh no, you're not doing that to me. Like you ain't playing me like that." And he just bumped it to 50. So you could see how
shit.
In a way, and Asta are now on the same level because like they both had except for like Asta's a little bit stronger because the leader had to go to 50.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So that's some other nigga,
yeah. Even though the other guy's busted too. Like they're all three of these triad people are busted, but
crazy, bro. The fact that we kind of knew that they had to add more demon powers, but the fact that they added more people with demon powers is just cool, bro.
Yeah,
like that's just the fact that Asta isn't the only demon or isn't the only person who somehow has like unlocked demon powers is fucking lit.
I know, that's what I was so happy. Like,
yeah, that shit's fucking tight.
And in the situation, like the person who has the demon power is talking to like obviously the demon that he possesses, and he's like, is there any other demons in this universe? And they're like we don't think so. So they don't even know who Demon Asta is. Like,
right? Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that he was a thing.
Exactly. So like it's just one of those like things. Like Asta's been this little sliver in everyone's plans.
I wonder why they couldn't know. I wonder why they couldn't sense that he was around. Well, like I would assume that other demons could just sense other demon energy like roaming around. So like, why couldn't they sense Asta since he got his grimoire?
They explain it in the thing. That's why I'm not gonna like talk about it. How they explain it, but it was just one of those. Yeah, that's funny that you said that because they can. And it's weird. It's weird because like Asta is this whole time. So for everyone who's listening or watching, Asta this whole time has been this like sliver of a problem. He's just been an underlying problem to everyone. Like he has no mana, so he's pretty much undetectable by people. Because for like, remember the first half of the season, everyone's like, I can detect mana wherever you are, and it's like, Asta don't got no mana, so you ain't detecting shit. He was coming through. It was like he negates magic. Like people were like, I'm only can lose to people who negate magic. Like throughout the whole scenario of this series, Asta's just been like a step by step thorn in everybody's side.
That's facts.
And then you get to the Dark Triad people. They're like, I didn't know there was another demon cruising around here. And they're like, who is this guy? And the guy's like, I don't know. I don't know him. How do you not know? Like,
that's fucking weak.
So I'm saying, man, you really got to watch it. Like, catch up, please.
I gotta catch up on that shit for real.
You could even honestly, like, I'm gonna be real with you. You wouldn't miss too much if you just skipped to this arc and just started, because it's just them training a bunch. You might like miss how they train, but it doesn't really matter.
I gotta see. I don't even know where like I fucking stopped watching. I can't even remember.
The last time you told me, you said you stopped right after the elf arc.
Elf arc. Yeah, I think that's the last thing I remember. The last thing I remember seeing was like the other like demon with like the purple ooze or whatever. That shit. Like so that was the elf arc. So I remember that seeing that shit, and then like seeing the guy from the stone statue come like back to life and shit like that. The first Wizard King, whatever. So yeah, that was I think that was the elf arc.
Yeah, that dude had.
So I think I'm like 2 arcs behind. So I'm like, there's an arc after that, and then there's a new one, I think. So I'm like 1.5 behind, some shit like that.
Yeah, the arc after this is the one I'm talking about that you probably can just skip.
Skip.
It wasn't like filler, and that's what I loved about, once again, what I love about Black Clover is that it's really not filler because they do still use the information from that arc in this arc, but it wasn't like something you couldn't deduce by watching them fight. It's like, Asta throws a sword. You're like, oh, he learned that at some point. You don't have to figure out how he learned how to throw the sword.
Right.
You just know he does it now. It's not like One Piece where all of a sudden he goes from. Actually, I would even compare it to One Piece. It's like if he learned how to use the Ryu, you're like, oh, he knows something new. You really don't have to watch him punching the wall for the 6 episodes in the prison to understand that.
Yeah. It's crazy that you say that because a lot of people have the opposite thought. A lot of people want to be like, oh, I want to see how he got that. I want to see Luffy punching a steel door for an episode. See how he got his hockey. I'm like, what?
Right.
We could have a minute scene of that, and it's fine. I don't need an episode to watch him punch a steel door to figure out this new hockey. It could have been a 3-minute scene, bro. Like,
that's what I was saying. Like, everyone wants all these like long, drawn out explanations. I'm like, well, this is a fictional universe. Just like you don't have to make it seem realistic to me. Just give me, like you said, a 1 minute. Like shit, he could even just been thinking about it and just did it, and I'm like, perfect. Like, you got like.
Yeah, I fucking feel you on that shit.
Yeah, so that's a big one. One Piece. Well, I'll save the One Piece for later because I'm assuming that's in yours as well.
Yeah.
So
mine also.
On the next, I've just kind of been picking up on Rising of the Shield Hero. There was actually so much going on with that too. He just went like demon mode.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I got to that part.
Yeah,
Great Shield. That was good. That was good artwork. That was really good artwork on that.
That shit's tight.
Killed Philo. Philo's like, I hate Philo low key is the best character, bro. She's about that action. She is with the smoke at all points.
I care, bro. This dragon showed up. She said, "What? I fucking hate dragons." She did not care what the size nigga she came right in the face. Boom. I was like, yo.
Philo is literal.
This man's bumper instantly. As soon as the dragon popped out, she was like, "Oh, I want all the smoke with you, bro. I don't give a fuck what size you are, bro." That shit was hot.
Yeah, that was so funny.
Damn,
that might have been the funniest scene of all scenes in that thing.
That shit is too funny, bro.
It's like this boy Naofumi goes, "It's a zombie dragon." Philo goes, "I hate dragons." Just runs up on him. Like, what? I was not prepped for that at all. I was not prepped for Philo.
That shit is so funny. And then like you also starting to see how like the other heroes are fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like you start to like this is one of the first instances. I don't know if you got to the one with the spear hero yet, what he does. But
I'm on episode 8.
I don't remember what episode it is, but like I know the one with the zombie dragon is like the sword hero defeats some dragon that's like near some village and leaves the body there.
Yeah.
And then the body, obviously, because it's a dead body, it decomposes and it like causes a poison to like destroy a village that's like down the mountain from it because the body is rotting. So he's a fucking idiot. Like, why would you just leave the dead body there? Like, what the fuck?
But I give him a pass though too, because Naofumi also gave him credit where he was talking that the sword hero thinks it's like they know these games, so he was like, it feels like a game to him. So maybe he just didn't think that he's not putting it to real life perspective.
Yeah, but that's also him being an idiot because this is not a game. This is like real life. Like niggas die in this shit, bro. Like this is not like you saying like, oh, it's like a game to me. Like that's just you being naive and dumb. Because in fact, not a game. Like niggas for sure died from you leaving that body there. So like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
so,
they
like,
had the dead body.
Like the body, that body was killing the people in the village because the body was poisoning the air. So like niggas couldn't breathe in the village, bro.
Yeah, that was wild.
Like what?
That was wild.
So like yeah, like he's Nafumi's like, oh yeah, he thinks it's a game, but like that's just the sword hero just being an idiot. Because
that's props. Just because,
bro.
Yeah, he was OD. The sword hero is, and it's so crazy.
He's the least stupid, but he's still fucking stupid.
He's worse than the bow hero.
Nah, he's the least. The worst is the shield, the spear. So it goes in terms of stupid. It goes spear, bow, and then sword.
Okay.
The spear hero is a fucking idiot.
Yeah, spear hero is actually the worst.
I fucking hate him. I fucking hate his guts.
But I'm starting to think that he's
bitch mine.
Yeah, I think that he's being like controlled or something. No, he's just stupid.
He's just a fucking idiot.
All right.
I'll spoil that for you.
Okay.
It's not like she's brainwashing him. Like, no. He's just dumb.
Okay. I was like, maybe give him the benefit of the doubt.
No.
Like she's using some magic on him or something.
She used her magic box to fucking wrap around his finger. That's it.
Yeah, he's a big dumb idiot.
Yeah, he's fucking stupid.
That's OD. Yeah, so that was popping. What's next?
Good.
Jujutsu Kaisen is lit. This anime is the anime. Like, it's
I'm still working my way through it, catching up, but like every episode I watch at work, I'm like,
yo, right.
I'm about to get to the episode where they beat up that guy because I've been seeing him. I'm waiting for him to get his ass kicked. I'm like, yes. So I've been seeing him walk around with the kid. So like sooner or later, Itadori and the guy with the glasses, not Gojo, the other guy, who he was in the theater with, I forgot his name. So they're gonna fight him soon. They're gonna find him soon. No. Yeah, they're gonna whip his ass. I can't wait.
Yo,
I can't wait. Fight back. That's literally what I'm waiting for, bro.
So it's
waiting for that shit.
I'm putting that in our at some point we're gonna have to do a top 5 jumpings and just
so funny, bro.
It's the greatest.
Fight back, nigga, fight back. Beating the shit out of him, bro. I'm like, damn.
Yo, it was a wrap for him. It was a real wrap for him.
That shit is crazy.
There's like a wild thing too from that scene. So when you get there, yeah, it's
okay.
It just shows you how different Itadori is too.
Okay.
It gets better. It gets better than just that. Like,
damn, all right, that's lit.
So Jujutsu Kaisen popping off.
That shit is good.
Good, dude. And the fight scenes right now that they're coming up on, like, are just...
Yes, but I assume they're in that... They were talking about that exchange thing, right? So that's what they're at right now? Okay, yeah. So that's what I assume where they were at, because when they were talking about it when I watched, like, last. I watched on... Say I watched an episode at work.
Yeah.
So they were talking about, like, some exchange or whatever, and Toto came and fought Megumi and shit like that. Yeah.
Oh, the guy...
Shit was so weird.
What
kind of women you like? Yeah, like, oh, that part was fucking tight. The curse word guy, he's sick.
Curse word?
But yeah, like the Toto guy is just fucking weird.
He's a monster, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
He's
scary.
So weird and shit. I'm like, damn, nigga, you weird as fuck.
He is weird. What kind of women do you like? You're boring,
bro.
Yo, but I'm not gonna like Toto.
Megumi's answer is like the right answer though. Like Toto's answer is wrong.
Nah, Toto's answer is not wrong. You'll see why.
I wouldn't say wrong, but for him to say that Megumi's answer is boring is not right.
Yo,
I won't say that his answer is wrong, because that's a valid answer. Like liking girls with fat asses is a valid answer. But Megumi saying that he likes girls who have like I forgot the exact words he said. It was something like they are passionate about something, no matter what it is. Like, that's a good answer.
That's
for him to say that's boring. I'm like, bro, are you kidding?
Well,
like, hey, you fucking meathead.
The man put the pause on Megumi. Don't hard, bro. So maybe he should have picked a different answer, bro.
Though, nigga put the pause on him instantly.
He set him through like
fine, because Itadori, I know for a fact Itadori gonna wash that man. I know. I don't even have to. I don't even. I'm telling you right now. There's no way Itadori loses to him.
Itadori.
Itadori's not gonna lose to that guy. And I know they're gonna fight.
Yeah, it's tough, man. Itadori and him are just like.
It'll be a tough fight, but I don't see Itadori losing to that guy. I don't.
They're both like the same person.
Really? God.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I'm just in terms of like physical ability. Like the guy's like a powerhouse, and so is Itadori.
Yeah,
so it's like a really even. It's a cool match.
I can't see him beating Itadori though.
Yeah,
I can't see it.
What's the girl's name? The girl who doesn't have cursed energy. The one who has like just cursed items. The one who like the
one with the glasses, right?
Yeah.
I forgot her name. It might be Maya, but I can't remember.
You're gonna love her. Yeah, the
twin sister.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're gonna love her, man.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. She already looks cool because the whole curse item thing to me was also tight because that just opens her fighting style to like way more possibilities because like she can just get a new item and then she has a new fighting style now.
Exactly.
Like she can get a cursed sword, she's a sword style now. She's a bow staff style now. Like so that shit is tight.
Do you know what I was thinking about? And you could probably co-sign me on this. This is how I envision Tenten being from Naruto.
Yes, dude.
And they could have done it, and I think they're doing it.
They dropped the ball on that shit. Like, yes. It like this chick should be what I haven't seen her fight yet, but the way they're portraying her should have been the same way they portrayed Tenten. But she is by far the most useless fucking character in Naruto. The bitch is useless. I'm sorry to say.
Yeah. She was not useless for the one time where she did the transportation jutsu with
I don't even fucking remember that. That's how
she because she can summon items, she like summoned somebody through like something. And it was like the one time you could
fucking. I remember the one thing I remember her doing is when she had the cursed item from those two old dudes who got eaten by the Nine Tails, and she had that shit, and she was like getting addicted to the power. That's the only thing I fucking remember.
Yeah, she was dying.
Yeah, because she wanted to use this fan. Like, what? Get the fuck out of here, bitch.
Yeah, like the people could use the fan because they had pieces of the Nine Tails chakra, so they could use it because they had.
Right, and then she was using it, but it was slowly killing her. But she's like, I want to use it still. I'm like, bitch, give that shit up.
Yeah, they OD'd on. See, that's like what you were saying. I was really mad because if they did like a side arc where she like went around and picked up just legendary items and she like fought people for their legendary items, like imagine if she had like the seven swords from the mist,
right?
You know, like if she could just swap through the 6 of them. You know, imagine if she picked up the legendary fan or took Madara's joint. What you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if she could have been so much cooler, and like they didn't really give her that justice. Like,
yeah, I mean Kishimoto is not great at writing female characters though, so
that makes me sad.
He's not.
That really
even Sakura, who is like the most developed female character in the show, is like not even that great.
Yeah, they could have. I mean, I give her props though. Her design's cool, like the super strength and the pointed chakra.
She looks cool.
When she threw that pillar,
I don't think that she's just. I don't know, bro. Like the one thing I always go back to is when like Naruto and Sasuke during the final war, and she stands with them and like, we're finally on the same footing. And she's like with Naruto and Sasuke, and we're like, you're not on the same. Not even.
Close. Like they didn't give her enough broken stuff. Like the 1,000 years healing, I guess, is like busted. I guess that's
is it broken compared to the shit Naruto and Sasuke do? Like,
it is kind of. She can regenerate limbs and shit, dude. Naruto still has a big arm.
Blow up fucking mountains. What?
Sakura can punch mountains, right? Can't you?
Bro, we're gonna compare Sakura punching a mountain to Naruto throwing a Biju bomb from his hand and blowing up a fucking cliff. Come on, bro. They're not on the same page.
Okay.
They're not even in the same book, bro.
Maybe when these dudes, when Sasuke and Naruto both. Okay, yeah. I apologize. I apologize.
Yeah, like
this dude really
I understand what you're
chakra and became like a 17-armed Nine Tails, and Sasuke summoned other people's chakra and became a gigantic light ninja. And Sakura's just still a walking human. Yeah,
bro.
she needed something. They needed to give her something. Like they really did. They needed to give her something.
Bro, like we don't even have to bring that into account, bro. This is the craziest sidebar, by the way. Well, whatever. We don't even have to bring this into account. The only thing we have to reference is that when Naruto kicks, like the demon dweller ball that Madara had that destroys everything it touches, Naruto kicked it with his bare feet, bro. That's all I have to say in terms of his power. It's a dark matter ball that destroys everything it touches. Naruto just kicked it with no problem. We're gonna put him and Sakura in the same level? Not even in the same book, bro. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
All right, that was my fault.
That shit's
well,
crazy.
I was like thinking, like, yeah, like she has like busted abilities, but she has like
but when you compare that to the other people, like it's not busted. Compare the stuff that Sakura has gotten as one of the main three to the kind of love that Guy got in his final fight. Has Sakura ever gotten that kind of love?
Nah.
Maybe once when she fought Sasori in the beginning of Shippuden. Not even, because the granny was the center of that fight. So not even that point. You know what I'm saying? So like,
yeah, she's just a good support character. It's like because like this is the issue that I had with it too, right? Is the legendary Sannin, right? Like you have Orochimaru, Tsunade, and Jiraiya. Now these three are very close, right? Like they don't do like anything wild. Like Orochimaru obviously is doing some like freak shit, but he's still strong. Like he summons a snake. Jiraiya can summon nature energy, but he's not great at it, as we found out. He's not perfect at it. So there's that. And Tsunade's good at the healing, but she's not like super great at it. But she's good, like, and she has like all these things. Like she's got the super strength, she's mastered that. So all of them are comparable. So if you were to say like that, and then you, like you said, you bring in Naruto, and it's like, well, this is just a 60 meter chakra monster. Oh, exactly. And then Sasuke, this is just a 70 meter chakra monster, Shushino. You know what I mean? And it's like, this is a 5'3" chick that can just heal.
Exactly. Like,
yeah,
we can't put them on the same level, bro. Like, we can't. Like,
yeah, that's shitty.
And that's just how it's written, bro. Like,
the big
she don't get the kind of shine that she should have gotten, and that's just how it's written. And there's other characters, side characters, who get arguably more shine than Sakura, and there's multiple of them.
Mm-hmm.
So
and there's multiple of them. That was a sidebar. Yeah, damn.
But they could have really blessed Tenten though, but
yeah, they slacked. And
Kishimoto can't write a female character.
Just no good. And then One Piece, just Oden is still Oden, bro.
So I watched. I think there's 2 episodes that came out in the flashback. I watched the first one. Man, this shit just looks so good. Like looking at the One Piece animation now, like compared to like a couple years ago, is fucking insane, bro. The fact that this is a weekly anime blows my mind right now.
Yeah, it's good.
And it looks this good for a weekly. Props to Toei, bro. Props to Toei. That shit is insane.
Sidebar. I feel dumb violated though, because they could have done this. They could have done this for the past like year, and they just waited till now. Like,
yeah, they waited till Wano. They waited just to Wano to buff up the animation.
Yeah, that hurt my soul. It's like, damn, like you're lucky I'm in this. Like, you're like I'm in this to the end, yo.
Facts. These niggas waited till mad, but it could be also a thing where they're putting more money into Wano because it's like, based on Japanese culture, like all this other shit. So they're probably putting more money into it.
Yeah,
that's probably why it looks so good.
It would make sense that's why they're doing it.
Yeah, and they probably expect more people to be watching because, like I said, it's based on Japanese culture. So Japan heads are probably going to be into it, tuned in way more than normal. And, like, obviously, like, niggas over here are tuned into that shit. So they're probably spending way more money on that shit.
Yo, can I tell you that this dude, Oden, cut a giant boar in half with his 2-sword Oden style, which was sick.
Goated.
He's strong, bro. This guy is like next level ridiculous. I don't get it.
The man is different. The man is different, bro. The man was born different. In every sense of the word, he was born different, bro. The man, as soon as he got born, flipped his nanny. And these two caught two bunnies at one time. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yo, I can't wait until the next 2 episodes because I know they're gonna draw it out because that's just what One Piece does. But he just rolled up into Curie Town.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh shit.
So he's about to get it popping.
Damn. Dang, he just got to Curry. Yeah, so he's about to fuck shit up.
Yeah, he's just rolling in. He's just like, he's like Odin. He goes of the Blank family, and he's like, just pulls out. So he's like, "Yo, we doing this?" Like,
fucking real, bro.
You gotta
chill. The realist.
You gotta chill.
The realist, bro.
Oh,
he's a real Chad. Chaden. That's what niggas calling him in the manga when this shit was coming out in the manga. They call him Chaden, bro, because he's just a Chad. Like everything he does is just Chad. Like the way he is, like the way he stands, he's fucking brolic. Like he's walking and he's stomping. His normal footsteps just make stomps. Like the man is such a Chad, bro. It's so fucking funny. And I love this scene of him paying his last respects to his friend at the funeral, and he's eating, bro. Yeah. And like seeing people reaction for the first time while he's doing this, and then when he's done and he says his thing, like next time we'll drink, it'll be in the afterlife, and he just that shit's fucking good, man.
Yeah.
And just niggas like they don't understand him, like, but the man is fucking real.
Mm-hmm.
Like he may be doing outlandish things, but he's a real person, like a real nigga, bro. Like he didn't give a fuck. Like, all right, me and my homeboy like to eat and drink. Like he passed. Well, we're gonna do it one more time, regardless.
Yeah,
I'm like, this motherfucker is real, bro. Just imagine rolling up to your homie's funeral, their body is getting cremated. You cook a pot of Odin on that shit. You eating with him. Like, and no one can tell you shit. Like, just imagine, no one can tell you anything because you're that real, bro. You roll up. Oh, don't give a fuck about nobody. Eating on your homie's dead body and shit, paying your last respects, and no one can say shit to you. Like, come on, bro.
Like, no one could really. Yeah, no one could really
said anything. No one would have said a damn thing to that man, bro.
I can't wait till they meet up with Whitebeard because they gave a glimpse of that. And Whitebeard, for everyone who doesn't know, Whitebeard is also built different. So I think that's what I want to see more because to me, I know Odin's not like a big fish in a little pond because he's a big fish. He's just regardless. He's a big fish regardless wherever he goes.
Right. Yeah.
But he hasn't met another like big fish. He hasn't met like a Whitebeard, you know what I mean, or like a Roger. So I'm assuming when he rolls up and he gets to like battle someone like on the same footing as him, it's gonna make him like kind of happy. It seems like that's what he's looking for.
It makes him happy for sure. Okay. It makes him happy for sure. Yeah, he wants to leave. Like that's the thing. Like he says it in his first. He's like, "Yo, this shit is too fucking cramped, bro. Like, get me the fuck out of here. Like, I'm trying to see the world." And niggas just jump off the cliff, and he just, I'm like, bro.
Oh man,
sick, man. He's fucking sick.
Good character design.
I've been fucking watching that shit. Yeah, he's fucking sick, man. The Odin flashback is just so good. Like, and just thinking about like where this shit just goes, and like the stuff, like the people you see like young Whitebeard, you see like prime Roger, like just seeing the people you see and like how the shit ends. Like you see a prime Kaido, like
Kaido's kind of
Kaido, like a young Kaido, like when Odin was alive. That's like what 30-20 years ago. So 20-year younger Kaido, you know what I'm saying?
Because like prime Kaido, I mean young Kaido doesn't seem like he's still like I'm thinking like Whitebeard wasn't in his prime. So like prime Whitebeard to me is what I want to see.
Yeah, well, we're probably gonna see what we're seeing with Odin's flashback is probably gonna be prime Whitebeard because Whitebeard we saw was like sick on his deathbed.
Yeah.
But the Whitebeard we see in the flashback, I don't think he's sick yet. So the motherfucker is, I think he still has yellow hair. So you know the fucker is young.
Mm-hmm. Does he have the Quake fruit? Did he always have the Quake fruit?
Not always, but I'm pretty sure he has it right now.
Because that shit's, I'm not gonna lie, that's one of the, still to this day, my favorite scene in all of One Piece was when he grabbed that dude's head, and I said it like the last 6 episodes. He just grabbed that general's head and slammed it and then quaked it. Like, that's so disrespectful.
Man, earthquake the nigga's brain, bro. It turns to fucking jelly. Jelly.
Like, that's so disrespectful. Like, he's like, I'm stronger than you. Here's your head on the ground, and now we're quaking. Like, what's quaking?
That's quaking. Yeah, bro. He definitely has one of the strongest devil fruits in this whole verse, bro. It's ridiculous.
So, One Piece was popping for me. What was it? What
for me as well.
I wanted to drop that stat though. Remember, like we were talking about, like how One Piece is one of those like outworldly stats or otherworldly stats, where if you watch if you watch 20 episodes a day for 50 days, you would catch up to to where we are right now. So like you literally would have to sleep 4 hours and wake up on the hour and watch 20 straight hours of anime.
Literally,
like
fucking catch up on that shit. It's crazy.
It's like 20 hours. That's just raw anime.
And like niggas do that shit, bro. Because like it's crazy, like how fast some people finish or catch up to One Piece when they get fucking hooked. Like niggas will catch up in like 2 months if they get hooked, and niggas want to say it's too long. I'm like, nah, it's not.
Bro, that is long. You said 2 months. Like the average anime, you could catch up to it in like you could binge it in like
bro. But like that saying it's long in terms of like you catching up 2 months is not a long time. In terms of watching 900 episodes, like niggas really do that. I have a homegirl who's almost caught up, and she started watching that shit 2 months ago, my nigga, and she's almost fucking caught up.
That's a long. Like, I keep trying to downplay 2 months. Like that's a long time.
No,
bro.
To watch 900 episodes though. Yeah. Is it though?
No,
is it?
To watch, 900 episodes in 2 months is a lot of watching of anime.
Nah, bro.
2 months is a long time.
What?
Tell that
watch
to
900. That's fucking short. To watch 900 episodes in 8 weeks. We're talking about 900 episodes, bro. This is not a regular anime of watching like 300 episodes. This is this is 3 times fucking Bleach or something like that, bro.
You're underestimating the stat, like what I'm saying. Like it is impressive that she can do that. I think you're downplaying how impressive it is to finish something that long in 2 months, and and how long 2 months is. Like if you were to be like,
in the grand scheme, that seems like it's short to me.
It seems short, but if I'm like, yo, I'm gonna come kick it with you in a week, you're like, oh, that's pretty close. I'm like, I'm gonna come kick it with you in 3 months. That's a long time away.
I guess so, but I don't know. In the scheme of watching that much TV, finishing that many episodes in 2 months is short, in my opinion.
Okay, yeah, I'll give it to you. I just think like you forget plants grow in 2 months, man. Like it takes
plants grow in a fucking day.
Exactly.
I can see a shit sprout in a fucking day, bro. What the fuck?
It just depends. Yeah, nah. It's a long. I don't know. It just seems long to me, but we're on different pages with that. How about you? What's your week? What's your week?
I also read 100 chapters in like 8 days, so like maybe my perception of time is just not there.
Yeah, I think
I can finish a whole manga in like 8 days. It's like 100 chapters.
Stop. All right, so everyone found the real issue is Sam.
Time is just fucking off.
Sam's simulation fucked up the date and time scale, and
like that's not fucking short, bro. What the fuck?
I like
it's 100 chapters in 8 days. Like that shit is short.
I said like 5 years. What is that? Like
5 years? Like wow, that's around the corner, bro. What do you mean?
Shit, I grew up in 5 years. Like, kill me out.
Bro, I fucking can't, bro. It's fucking comedy.
I'm dead.
So for my recap, I mean, I finished season 2. I finally finished season 2 of Fire Force. That shit was fire. Obviously, no pun intended.
Mm-hmm.
That shit is obviously fucking lit. Benny, obviously sick.
Ooh.
Like we're learning stuff now, so we learned that like people who have Adola bursts have been like touched by Adola. So that's why, and like they're finding out like why certain people are able to have Adola bursts. Like we found out like that Conro has it because of his scar on his nose. He got that shit. The other guy has a claw on his face. He got murked though. He got like fucking pinned up like a fucking marionette doll. I was like, yo.
Yeah, Gramps.
That shit was different. That shit was different. Yeah. So that shit was tight. Seeing Benny train Shinra and Arthur was fucking lit. Get the presence of death and all that shit. That shit was fire.
Did you see the scene I was talking about with the Colonel Mustard?
Shit was fire. Yeah, I did see that shit.
Snapping on him.
That shit vicious.
Yeah.
Fucking vicious, bro. That shit was good. Just seeing Benny fuck them up though, I loved it.
Bro,
just seeing him just beat the shit out of them, bro. Bro, this man was not playing no games. And I like how they animate and they make, especially like the sound that they have when Benny hits somebody. It's just different. Like it just sounds like it hits harder. I'm like, oh my god,
yeah,
he's really fucking them up.
He's just going too hard.
Yeah, that shit was fucking lit. So like, I'm excited to see like now they stopped the plan to blow up the Nether. So like now I want to see like they're moving. The White Knight are moving for some new shit now. Like I don't even know what the fuck their plans are. So I want to see, and like it seems like Show's not brainwashed anymore. So like, what the fuck's up with him? We can see nigga for the whole second season, bro.
Yes, you think
that shit was weird, bro. Like this man was MIA for the whole season until the last episode. They showed up like, yeah. I'm like, nigga, where the fuck were you?
Yeah, help me.
like word, like help your fucking brother out. What the fuck?
Yeah, they definitely dropped the ball. Imagine if 8 had Show. Ooh.
Bruh. Like I don't even know if I want to say they dropped the ball, bro, because we did see that scene of like the girl, the electromagnet girl, like fucking like messing with his brain or whatever. Mm-hmm. So like I know we can't like be that hard on him, but like damn, like show us this nigga more, bro. Like we spent the whole first season, like the whole first season was about getting this man back. We got like we move his story, move forward, and then they're like, all right, we're not gonna show him for a whole season. I'm like, what?
Please,
what? At least give me checking with nigga like every 2 episodes, like or something.
Yeah, show me a little bit of the boy.
Yeah, something. So that shit was good. Like I said, I've been slowly watching Jujutsu Kaisen. It's just popping. One Piece. I have not watched Wano except the Odin shit. Like once Odin Okada, I'm like, all right, I'll watch this. I'm watching this shit now. So I've been watching that shit. That shit's fire. I did start this new anime I want to talk about. This new anime called Radiant, which I've been fucking with. I think I'm like 6 episodes in.
Okay.
It's pretty good so far. It's like a fucking basic ass shonen. Like it's like the most basic like, and it's not a bad thing. It's just like the premise is just like it's just like the normal shonen shit, bro. Yeah. So like I'll give the synopsis. So basically these random nemesi or whatever the fucking word is for multiple plural nemesises. So these shits fall from the sky. No one knows what it is. In the beginning of the show, they say, is it like a punishment from God, or like is it like a natural disaster? Like no one knows why these things fall from the air. But they fall and they just destroy. They just bring natural disasters. So like when people survive an encounter with a nemesis, they get cursed and they become a sorcerer and they're able to use magic. So in turn, people who have survived an encounter with these disasters then become sorcerers who are used to like fight back these nemesis. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So then the story is just we find some kid who was a sorcerer. He got his village got attacked when he was young or whatever. Mm-hmm. He's a sorcerer now, and he wants to find the nest of these nemesis and destroy them, because obviously when they fall, they destroy the world and shit, and then all the sorcerers are hated because they're cursed. And people think they're monsters or whatever. They discriminate against all this shit. So he's like, I'm going to go to the nest of these things, destroy it, so we won't be discriminated against and everyone will be valid.
Okay.
Classic shonen shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that's the premise. And then it's just him doing his thing, trying to fucking find this shit.
Okay.
It's fucking cool though.
It's
like I said, it's the most like it's the premise is so basic, but like it's not a bad thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's just like a simple ass premise. Like these things are destroying stuff. Boy gets hurt by these things. Boy grows up, wants to take things out to save people. That's literally what it is.
The premise for all shonen.
Like literally, for like 90% of shonen, that's the premise. But it's cool because like niggas have magic, so niggas do different stuff. Like some of the side characters are cool. So like, yeah, it's fucking good. The thing I liked also is that like normally like I like this because like normally we say like the pilot should hook you, but this is another exception to the rule because the pilot story doesn't finish in the first episode. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So normally the pilots have a secure story, like an open and shut story, like Bleach pilot. Ichigo meets Ryuka, shit happens, he gets Shinigami sword, he becomes Shinigami. The story is closed for that pilot, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas in this episode, the story for the pilot doesn't end for 3 episodes. Like it lasts because it's a whole encounter that causes this shit. So I really like that. I'm like, after the first episode, you don't really know. Like, you know what happened, but like the story, he hasn't set off on his journey yet because it's not over. Which I really liked because it gives like a nice like pacing for like the beginning of the story. They don't try to jam this whole encounter into one episode. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so it's kind of like what would have happened for the Shield Hero, or if they would have made that like a 20-minute episode.
Exactly. I agree. Exactly the same as I think how they made it like an hour, but they just spread this up into 3 episodes.
Which is like really smart.
Yeah. So that shit I like that a lot because it doesn't rush the beginning of the story. It has nice pacing to that shit. So I enjoyed that shit a lot.
Look at you talking like a content creator over here.
I don't know. I don't fucking know, bro.
Like the pacing on it was nice.
Pacing was fucking good. I was like, when I was watching that shit, I'm like, damn, this shit is fucking nice.
Yeah, I might have to. I'll check into that. Too much stuff going on though, you know.
Too many, bro. Too many. And like, I just randomly saw this shit. I'm like, oh, this looks kind of cool. I was like bored on Crunchyroll one night. I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna watch, bro? And I seen this shit. I'm like, oh yeah, this looks kind of cool. So I just watched that shit, and it's pretty good so far.
I love it.
I think I'm on like, what am I on? Episode 8. So I'm on 8 right now.
Is it a full season drop?
It's 2 seasons right now. I don't know when it came out.
Yeah,
but there's 2 seasons out right now.
Okay. Is it in dub too? Or is it subbed or dubbed?
There's only a Spanish dub and a Portuguese dub.
Well, guess I'm gonna
shout out to those people. Shout out to those. If you watch Spanish and Portuguese dub, look out for that. But it's in the regular, sub shit.
Oh well, guess I'm gonna have to brush up on my Spanish.
Yeah, this shit is tight. And they all have some cool side characters too. Like there's a guy with the eye patch who's like the head captain, head captain of the people who like capture the sorcerers. I'm like, that dude's fucking cool with the eye patch. There's some other chick who like her character design is fucking tight. So it's a chick. She uses magic, right? So like her regular form is like she's like a nice girl and she's defensive magic. But when she's under stress, her personality flips. She becomes like a crazy girl and uses attack magic. That shit is so fire. It's so sick. So like normally she's like a sweet girl, like she's like all kind and uses defensive magic. And when she gets tight, under stress, she fucking goes crazy and just starts blowing shit up. I'm like, yes, dude. Yes, dude.
Perfecto.
Yeah, that shit is good.
That's wild.
So I'm gonna definitely finish that shit soon. I've been watching that shit every night. So
I'll check. No, you got super hype. Y'all can't see Sam right now, but he got real hype when he was talking about that. So
yeah, dude, I actually am enjoying that shit right now for sure.
New recommendations from the squad.
I like watching new shit. I just like seeing new stories. You know what I mean? Like new animation, new music, like. And there's just so much anime and shit out. Like there's so many stories that like. if one catches you, it's hard not to like just get excited about finding out what happens next.
Right? It's like there's always so much stuff that just is popping that eventually you'll get there. Like,
for sure.
Might take a little time, but we'll get there at some point.
Hell yeah.
Oh, so are you ready for the walls?
Yeah, between two walls, I'm fucking ready, dude.
Oh, all right. So for all you who might not know or are new to this to the podcast, I'm gonna say new to the stream. Just, my brain knows it's switched over yet. Who are new to the podcast, this is the segment where me and Sam talk about Attack on Titan in the episode from the week before, aka Between Two Walls. So everything that is happening between the walls of Attack on Titan.
Yes, sir.
Yo, I was sitting there last night. I'll kick it off. I was sitting there last night. I think this was the most perfect episode so far. It was a 10 out of 10. And we were talking about this before. Our predictions were a little like, remember how we were talking? We're like, we don't know what's going to happen next.
Right. Yeah. And
they just told us what's happening. And I'm like, you know what? Thank you. Like,
yeah, facts. Because they was confused.
Yeah.
You're like, where do we go from here, bro? Yeah, this shit. It was like a perfect setup episode, bro. Because like, it's just setting up. Like, obviously, it has like the resolution of like stuff happening. Last episode, we seen R.I.P. to Sasha.
Yeah,
we seen a potato girl get got. So there's a resolution to that stuff, and there's also like explaining on what certain things that happened during the 3-year time skip. So like we see like Yelena and shit, like what happened with them, and their thing is crazy, bro. Mm-hmm. And like they just keep, I don't know if they're doing this on purpose or if I'm looking for these things, but they keep giving us reasons to why Marley is incompetent as a nation. They just keep giving us reasons why they're fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like the first reason they give us is Yelena and I forgot the black guy's name. Black homeboy.
Yeah, it starts with an O, I think.
Yeah. Oh boy. We'll call him Oh boy for now.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Oh boy. So Yelena and Oh boy. We find out that they're from nations that Marley has conquered. And Marley just threw them into the military. Like without any second thought, like, oh yeah, we took you guys home, we blew up your guys' home. Yeah, come fight for us in our nation. Like that's gonna end well. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, come on, bro. And that was the first thing that shows Marley's kind of fucking dumb, bro. And the second thing was when Yelena says that Marley could not launch a ground attack against Paradise because of all the mindless Titans they sent there. So they kind of shot themselves in their own foot, bro.
Yeah.
So they're sending these mindless Titans to Paradise as quote unquote punishment. But by them doing that, it hindered their ability to launch an assault on Paradise via land because there's Titans everywhere.
Yeah.
So that just shows that they're fucking dumb. That they don't think things through.
Yeah, that was a wild thing. Like, why didn't you put an assault? And they're like, we couldn't. Like,
yeah, like and then they're like, oh, but y'all are just chilling outside the walls right now, so that means like they're gone.
Yeah.
And then Yelena is such an interesting character to me. Like, I don't even know how to feel about her yet. But like, just based on the way she's drawn, like how she looks, sometimes she looks very diabolical. That's the word that I will use. Diabolical is a fucking word, bro. She always looks so menacing and crazy.
Yeah, like it looks like she has a hidden agenda or an ulterior.
Yeah, like I don't know, but like we should, I guess, believe her that she would be that way because like she has had ulterior motive, but it was to help us. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So like, we're not at fault for like looking at her sus like. But it's still weird seeing her look like that. Like, just so diabolical. It's crazy.
No, it's definitely a weird switch up. And I just want to put this on record. Me and you were terribly wrong. Zeke was putting this shit into play
early.
From the get.
Early. Yeah, from 3 years ago.
No, from longer than that. Remember, she said that the chick said, I want to meet Aaron. She knew about Aaron before then. So when he showed up to Paradise Island, he was already trying to do the plan of turning on Marley.
but that was already after they launched the failed attack, right?
No, so he wanted to get the Founding Titan. So he thought by getting the Founding Titan, he could take Marley. So his original plan was always to save the Eldians.
Got you.
But
Okay.
Then there was Levi.
They got smoked.
And then he's like, "Oh, like I'm sorry, I would like to work with you."
Right.
So like,
oh fuck, yo, you're 1,000% right, dude.
Yeah.
Like, so it is longer than that. Like, I was thinking about it. It was 3 years. Like, once they failed the attack on Paradise, and Zeke realizes, like, oh, we can't take it back by force. So we gotta work with these niggas.
Yeah.
So, but in reality, it was from the jump he was doing that shit.
Mm-hmm. So Zeke's been on the come up for a minute.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a sidebar. I don't know if I told you this. This is a sidebar. I told my stream the other day. But I was watching some video on YouTube about the mangaka Isayama of Attack on Titan, and he said something where in terms of intelligence, he gives Zeke an 11 out of 10 on the scale of intelligence.
Ooh.
So he's probably one of the smartest niggas in the entire verse. And he said the only other person he gives an 11 out of 10 to is Levi in terms of combat ability.
Okay.
So just with that information, just like take that however you want to take that. Like that shit is crazy. So in from the mangaka's eyes, Levi is probably the strongest nigga in the verse.
Yeah.
With no Titan powers. Nigga gave him 11 out of 10. He didn't even give Eren 11 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? He's the only other person is Levi. So that when I heard that, I'm like, yo. So my first thought is, how fucking smart is Zeke, bro?
Yeah, that's
11 out of 10. That's my first thought. And then how fucking strong is Levi? Oh my god!
Well, I feel like we know how strong Levi is.
I feel like we haven't even seen. After he said that, I'm like, we haven't even scratched the surface yet, bro.
All right, maybe
11 out of 10 for the mangaka to say that somebody in his story has broken the scale. Like, what? That's crazy.
Levi never ceases to impress me every single time.
Ever.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, putting it like that just gets you. I like this episode is so clean, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. And using that information of like Zeke being so smart and then coupling it with like he's been planning this for so long, like obviously you have to be a fucking genius to try and maneuver this shit for so long.
Mm-hmm.
And like Zeke is not in he's in a stressless position. Like the man is in a stressful position, being like the war chief of the warriors in a hostile environment. Like the man is in a stressful situation.
Yeah.
And
it's
crazy. I don't like how Isayama is making me kind of like side with the Zeke. Like I want to hate his guts. But now we can't hate him right now because he's on our squad. Yeah,
I do dislike. So to move through to that, I dislike him a little bit because it seems I don't like his disconnected from reality person. They kind of do this with all the Titans. It's like
Eren is the same though.
Yeah,
Eren is so disconnected to everything.
But they do it with all the Titans. Like it's like a reoccurring theme between all of them. Like Zeke. When Levi brings Zeke to the forest, and he's like, "This is my hotel," and he goes, "Yeah, I think you have enough spots to hang around." And then Zeke looks at Levi and goes, "Oh, can I show Falco and Gabby this natural wonder?" And he's like, "The fuck, man! Like you killed a bunch of people here. Like you want to just like," he goes, "You want to go on a vacation right now?" And it's like so disconnected. Like even Armin has a slight, like you can start seeing it with him too. Like he has a slight.
Yeah.
With being a normal person. And it's probably the memory leak thing that we keep talking about. Because even Eren asked him, and I think it was previous to that scene, he goes, did you see Bertolt's memories? And he
Yeah.
goes, yeah, but I couldn't deduce anything from them. I couldn't think of anything from them.
Yeah.
And that's huge. Like that's a big switch.
Yeah.
Like seeing another person's memories as your own memories. Like,
yeah,
come on.
that shit's fucking crazy. Yeah, but with the whole like Zeke thing, like I wasn't sure if what he was doing with the whole Falco and Gabby scene, like I'm not sure what he was trying to do by bringing that up. Like my first thought was like, oh, maybe he just wants to get them out of jail and have them just stay with him in his little solitude or whatever. Because like they're not safe in that fucking forest. Like they put them in the forest for a reason. Like that's the best place for them to fight the beast because of all the trees.
Yeah.
So they put them there for a reason. So like I'm trying to think like, was he just trying to like get Falco and Gabby a better sentence because they're in an actual cell right now? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Was that his plan, or was it something more like diabolical or him doing some other fuckery? Like I'm not sure.
Yeah, it could be something along the lines of because he is smart, so maybe he's like trying to like game the side, like make a little side.
Trying to game both sides. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. God, that's the questions that are always like arose, like they rise from these scenarios. Gabby's going OD crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was going hard.
Something is gonna happen. Like, there's no. I'll put it on record right now. There's no way Aaron and Gabby don't have a confrontation. Mm-hmm. There's no fucking way. And I think Gabby is gonna like maybe catch Aaron lacking or something, and like maybe punch him. Like she's not gonna fucking kill Aaron or something like that, but like she's gonna get her shot at Aaron, and then she's gonna realize that it's like he's different. Yeah, like that's because like the way that they're portraying it, like there's no way that she don't have some kind of confrontation with Aaron. The way she's like just like in the cell, like saying his name over and over, like she's really gunning for that man. So there's no way they don't at some point come into contact. So that's fucking my thought. And like my thought is like she's gonna somehow escape and catch niggas lacking again. But then she's gonna realize that this time it's not gonna be the same. She's not gonna fucking kill Aaron like she did Sasha. You know what I mean? She'll somehow escape, get out, or something, and have some kind of confrontation with Aaron. And she's gonna somehow try and harm the nigga, and it's not gonna go fully how like she'll shoot him, but he won't die, or she'll try and stab him or punch him in the face. Like something is gonna happen, and then she'll realize that like the nigga is not going down like Sasha did.
Yeah, he ain't
going down that easy. So like that's what I'm thinking, because it seems like there's no way that they don't meet.
It'd be dope if she goes to punch him and he does like a crystal hand, like he Titan hardens his hand like some hockey and just like gives her a clean uppercut to the stomach. It's just like, yo, this game is different, fam. Like I'm doing this at all types. Like
facts, bro.
Yo, I did love the homage they paid to Owl though in the beginning of the episode.
Dude, I loved that scene. Yes, I loved it. That shit was fucking great, especially because Aaron has seen that scene before, so he knows exactly what he's doing. Like,
yeah, that was so sick. I was like, okay,
yeah, that shit.
They did a lot of cool stuff. Did you see the shell that Armin had?
Yes, I love bringing that shit back. The same shell he picked up when they first got to the sea, and he's talking to Annie too. Mm-hmm. We knew. I'm glad we can finally say that. I know you were hoping that they brought Annie to Marley. I'm glad we can say that they're not that dumb. Yeah, and they left Annie at home. Thank fucking goodness. Thank goodness.
I want her to come out and just be like, all right, yo, let's get it cracking. Let me go save Pops.
Yes, save Pops. I want. That's like I said. It's gonna happen, bro. She's gonna help them, bro.
Yeah.
Now that Zeke is on their side, also, Zeke can be like, yo, we can save your Pops. We'll make sure he comes to the island. He'll be valid. And Annie gonna be like, say less. Say less.
So now they literally they're only missing 2-3 Titan powers.
Mm-hmm. And one of them they don't have. It's not even combat focused. Like the cart, shit's fucking useless. Like, for that shit to even be on the same level as like niggas like Reiner and Aaron, like they had to have like a whole squad with like machine guns on the back. Like,
yeah, I think the cart
compare.
Stupid.
She can't compare.
That was a stupid Titan. Not gonna lie. I have some quarrels with that. Like
that shit's fucking whack.
You could have did something. Like you have you could have had a amphibious Titan or something. You know, like that would have made way more. Right? Wouldn't that have made so much more sense than a cart Titan? Like if you had a Titan that could swim, like had fins.
Yeah, like I don't know. Like I guess all of them can't be super good. You know what I mean?
Well, what do you? All of them are good. Even like the Jaw Titan has like
better than others though. Like
yeah, like obviously, but like we ranked them, but some still can do shit. Like the Jaw
Titan can do shit. The cart can carry niggas.
I hate you so much right now. That's too.
We just fucking carry motherfuckers, bro.
When I think of like all these Titans and like what they do, and like how they said that Annie has the second best combat ability,
yeah,
like that kind of asked me a question because I would thought that the Colossal Titan, but they were like, no, it's Annie and the Beast were what the top. Was it their which ones did they say were their most like prized or the best for combat?
The ones for Marley, the ones that they're prize ones were the armor and the beast, but I don't necessarily know if that means that they're the strongest. Like they said that like Annie's like fighting ability, like the female's fighting ability is good, but like I don't know if that means that like I think their most prized just means that they're most valued right now because obviously Zeke is the war chief at the Beast Titan. He's quote unquote special. They don't know why, but we know why he's special. And then obviously Reiner's the armor, so like he has the most offensive capability, so he's their most prized also. So I don't know if that means that they're the best Titans because obviously the Colossal is the best one.
Yeah,
that shit. When he transforms, he nukes fucking the whole place, and then he'll just be able to kick walls down and shit. Like, the fucker is busted.
He is pretty busted, yo. When Armin transformed and flipped all the ships,
bro.
Like
that shit. And I'm glad. I like that we saw Armin use the Colossal here. Because I was under the impression that he hadn't used it like on people until Marley, but like now we know that that's not true.
Yeah,
like he had already like caught bodies with that shit already.
Yeah, he didn't kill anyone. That's what I liked. He actually didn't kill anyone on that ship. He just flipped it, so you could tell.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he just made like a mini nuke.
Oh, okay. He just called tsunami, and then they just flipped with the waves. Got you.
Which is
fucking murdered him. I thought he murdered him.
That's a whole like sidebar. I feel like we can get into that like in a different time, but I think Armin is the perfect person to have the Colossal Titan because he's not power hungry and he's calculated. Whereas like, someone like if you had Aaron with the Colossal Titan, that would just be like, imagine if you would have had it then at the Marley thing, bro. It would have been
just nukes with Reiner. They just nuke him like, see you, Reiner. Boom.
Yeah,
nukes the whole thing.
Like, you can tell that Armin has remorse for the things that he.
1,000%.
Which is
like, I think Aaron is past the remorse.
Mm-hmm.
He's past it. Like, I think, like, I don't know. It's so hard for me to like pin down like my thoughts on Aaron because like I feel like I don't have enough information on how he thinks. Like, and it's crazy to say that 4 seasons into a fucking anime. To say that I don't have enough information to like think or about a character's like character. You know what I'm saying?
The main character too.
Right. Like, it's wild to fucking say, but I truly believe that like I don't think I have enough information to really dissect what Aaron is thinking right now. And that's crazy. We're in season 4, the final season of this show, and I still feel like I don't have enough info on this character to fully like develop my thoughts on how he's acting. That's insane.
It is wild.
It's insane.
They
And that
switch
just shows like the guy's like the mangaka's like ability to write a character, bro, because it's crazy.
it was, yeah, there was a lot in this episode that just gave you good feels, bad feels.
Mm-hmm.
Sasha had
the funeral scene.
Sasha had a man's. I did not know Sasha had a man's.
Yeah. We don't know if they were like actually together, but they were definitely a thing. Like, they were definitely like kicking it together and shit, for sure.
He said
like, he was definitely making Sasha food all the time. Like, they were definitely just kicking it, eating and shit, like, for sure.
Yeah, he blushed when she was like, "This food is the best stuff I've ever had."
Shit is brutal, man. That shit was brutal.
I think that was the saddest thing.
I love that scene, bro. That scene might be my favorite scene in the whole episode of Sasha eating the food for the first time.
Yeah.
And seeing Nicolo's mind on the devils change, like, literally
instant.
We saw it change, like, before our eyes. We saw his perception of these people change instantly. Because he says before, he's like, "Oh, if you don't like it, just don't eat it, you fucking devils." And then Sasha has a reaction, and immediately his whole eyes change, everything. And he realized, like, these people are not that bad.
Yeah.
They're not fucking devils. Like, whatever I was taught in Marley is fucking wrong.
Yeah.
Like,
I second that.
That scene, I love that scene so much. And then that scene coupled with him at Sasha's funeral was brutal.
Damn,
brutal.
Tell me him. It was so. Yo, Sam just shaking his head right now. Sam is literally just shaking his head. He was like,
brutal, bro. It's brutal because it brings up like how ridiculous, and I'm glad the show says it like in the show, because we know how ridiculous of a thing what that Gabby did was. Like, how ridiculous her even being able to shoot Sasha is ridiculous. And they say it in the show, like, Nicolo was like, it's ridiculous. Like, some warrior candidate girl snuck up on the blimp and y'all didn't notice and shot Sasha. Like, saying it out loud is ridiculous. And I'm glad they say it, because it is ridiculous. Like, that they didn't notice or hear them up there. Like, it's crazy. And then, oh man, Nicolo, that shit is brutal. And then Connie's saying like she was like my twin, and I feel like I lost half of myself, is fucking brutal. Like,
tear.
Dude, many tears, bro. Are you kidding? Not just one, many. Oh my god.
Oh.
And then to top it off, like, that's not even the worst. Like, we have Nicolo crying. Then we have Connie saying some shit like that. Then we have Sasha's pops, bro.
Yo, Sasha's
pops, the girl Sasha saved, who it seems like the pops took her in.
Oh, I forgot
that was the girl Sasha saved. Yep.
Oh my god, I didn't.
That was the girl she saved.
Wow. Oh,
and it seems like the pops took her in as like his adopted daughter. So that's Sasha's sister, basically.
Wow, I totally did.
Bro. That, and them being there, and then Nicolo saying like, "Your daughter loved my food. Like, I'll cook for you anytime." Like, bro, I have goosebumps thinking about this shit right now. That funeral was pain. Not even painful. Pain. Yeah. Just pain.
Yeah, I forgot that girl existed. I'm not even gonna lie, I forgot that. Yeah. I was just about to say that too, and Pops being like, "Yo, on the house," and he goes, "Of course."
Of course.
Oh,
brutal.
The pain.
Fucking brutal.
This was a sad ass episode. Like, this was like the most low-key sad episode.
Yeah, and we didn't even talk about Mikasa crying at Sasha. At her tombstone. And like, we know that they have a special relationship, or it seems like they have like a sisterly relationship. Like, Mikasa and Sasha were like pretty close.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, all the time, like, Mikasa is like, "Hey, Sasha, quit napping on the job," like a big sister type thing. Like, they were close, bro. And seeing Mikasa cry at her tombstone is just fucking brutal.
Right?
Man.
For all those who heard the sirens, that's the ambulance coming to pick Sam's body up, because he's so sad right now.
I'm dying of sadness. You just see the fucking ambulance pulling up at my crib.
That's funny. Yeah, no, it was weird. Like, that whole, because we saw the glimpses like throughout the whole first 3 seasons of like Ymir, Historia, Annie, like Annie was in there, but it was like Historia, Ymir, Mikasa, and Sasha. They were all like just like good friends, and like you said, Sasha and Mikasa kind of bonded a little bit more because it was like Ymir and
Historia bonded more exactly.
But then like also Ymir helped Sasha because he's like, why are you talking like that? Like,
yeah,
not you. So everyone helped each other develop,
right?
And then like to lose two of them, because we all like to lose one of them. Come on, like,
I know, it's fucking brutal, man.
It was a strong. This was what we were asking for, honestly.
And like my other favorite scene is like, again, I know I say this every episode. Whoever directed this shit needs a fucking raise, bro. Needs a raise, because the shot selection in this scene is fucking incredible. So we have this scene with Eren, Mikasa, and Armin at the shooting range. Eren's practicing his aim, and they have a shot of Eren lining up a shot to shoot the can. He pulls the trigger, and it transitions into Sasha getting shot. And that's explicitly telling us that Eren had a part in Sasha dying. Like, it's not even up for debate anymore. The show is telling us that he didn't pull the trigger, but he damn near might have, to be honest, because without Eren's action, she'd be alive to this day. So I just love that fucking scene, just showing it in the show through the images that he played a real big part in Sasha's passing, bro.
Yeah, what was the thing? Like, he might not have pulled the trigger, but he loaded the gun.
Yep, 1000%.
Yeah,
1000%.
Damn.
It's fucking, that scene is that shot is fucking incredible, and the scene is good also because it shows how fucking naive Armin is. Like, Armin is calculating and he has a good brain for tactics and shit, but the man is still so naive, bro. And Eren has to wake him up by some of the shit he's saying. He's like, oh, why can't we just talk it out? All this shit, like, and Eren's like, bro, the world thinks we're devils who turn into titans, and they're right. We are people who turn to titans. So any amount of talking is not going to change their mind. And like, Armin has to deep down know that that's true.
I think Armin just really tries to talk it out.
He may want the more diplomatic route. Like, that's fine. But you can't sit and think that that's the best option, because it's not going to end well. We know that. Like, you going and talking to them is not going to fucking end well.
Yeah, you're kind of like, we saw that I think that was like a good foreshadowing for this episode when I forgot the boy's name who died, who was a part of the warrior program, but when Falco was like, what is the guy saying? And the guy's like, oh, he's calling us, like, telling me don't touch you devils.
Right. Udo, yeah.
So it's like, Armin doesn't know that, but literally the world hates them.
The world, exactly. The world already hated them, bro. So like, Armin was saying that, like, oh, if we do this attack on Marley, we'll really be devils who attack the world or whatever. And like, yeah, I guess in that sense, like, you will be devils who attack the world. But in the world's eyes, you guys are already devils who they don't like.
Yeah, so it's like, you're already...
So are you guys changing anything, really?
Yeah.
Like, did Eren's actions, like, change people's minds that much? Not really.
It like reinforced it.
Really. But it didn't change. It didn't change anything for them.
Yeah. They're still treating Eldians like trash, no matter what.
Exactly.
Man. So I have, like, everything that I had to say was pretty much said. Like, when I was watching this, I was thinking, this is a 10 out of 10. This episode is a clean 10 out of 10.
If in terms of setup episodes, like, there's not more you could ask for from a setup episode. So like, this shit gave us like everything it needed for a setup, like explaining some things that happened in a time skip while leaving some things a mystery because you can't explain everything. Then setting up the new arc, explaining like Zeke has some secret plan, he's meeting with Eren, like setting up these whole new secrets and mysteries and shit for this new arc. And and then having resolution for the past arc with Sasha's fucking funeral and all this other shit. Like, man, as a setup, it's fucking good.
They even had resolution with Annie. We're like, is Annie still alive? And it's like, so like you said,
still crystallized.
Yeah, so it's just, yeah. So what do you? So final rating, I give it a 10.
11 out of 10.
11 out of, I'll give it 11.
Shout out to Isayama. 11 out of 10.
11 out of 10. You heard it here first, folks. Oh, so yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say about the Attack on Titans. You got anything else for the walls?
That's pretty much it for me.
Yeah,
it's just too fucking good, bro.
If you haven't watched it, go watch it.
It's too good. Oh, we should also say, like, also funny scene was Sasha asking the old boy why he's black. That shit is mad.
Oh yeah,
that was real. Funny. That shit. People might not think that's funny, but to me, as a black dude, that's fucking hilarious because I picture that's how niggas would react if you lived your life on an island and you never saw a person with dark skin. You would ask them. You would.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand. Like, if you're really mad at that, like, come on, bro. Like, if I just met someone who lived on an island with basically Asians their whole life, and then they saw me and they asked me about my skin, how could I get mad at them, bro? Really? Yeah. Like, how?
I was gonna say it's two black dudes.
Exactly. Come on, bro. So, like, and I loved his explanation. He's like, "Oh well, God wanted us to be different. Like he wanted shit to be different. Yeah. So he made niggas look different. He's like, you Eldians are the same way. Like he wanted to spice shit up." Yeah. And I love that explanation because obviously he doesn't know why.
Yeah.
But he's like, he wanted to spice shit up, bro. I'm like, yes, he did. Damn right, bro.
Ooh, okay. You get spicy out here.
Facts.
Yeah, that was a good scene. I'm sad that I'm glad we didn't overlook that one. That was really good cultural scene right there.
That was fucking good. That's exactly how it would be. We know that they wanted to ask that, but Sasha being the one to ask is perfect because she's so innocent with all this shit, bro. Yeah.
I love their reactions when he said that, and everyone's like,
"Ooh." Yeah. Man, that shit was good.
Yeah. That was 12 out of 10. Sorry. That's a whole point.
It's
12 out of 10.
Good. It's too good, bro.
Yeah. Jeez.
Too fucking good. Why are you black, bro?
Okay, why are you skin?
Why are your skin dark, bro? That shit is fucking weak.
Easy 12 out of 10. Just
hell
clean.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, so end credits. Roll the scenes.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, as you know, thank you for everyone coming through. Remember, if you guys have any questions, concerns, please contact us on all of our social media at Dosyonkos. Use the hashtag Dosyonkos. Hit that follow, like, subscribe, do it all. Also, if you want to have more direct contact with us, join our Discord. It is popping now. It is actually popping. We have put the...
It's actually growing, actually. Yeah. It's actually in there.
So we are consistently talking about all things. We have anime, different channels. Sam's got a bangers channels in here. I'm looking at it right now, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Music. So come through if you want a little bit more direct access to the captains. If you're looking for any of the Dosyonkos apparel, please go to the website www.activegamerfitness.com/shop. You can get t-shirts, hoodies, tank tops, crew necks, and mugs. Sip some coffee, listen to us with your exclusive Dosyonkos mug. And last but not least, if you have any business inquiries, please contact us at Dosyonkos. Well, please contact us at Dosyonkos@gmail.com.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Everyone have a great day. Take it easy. Peace.
Peace.
Next time on the Dosyonkos podcast, we will be reviewing The Rising of the Shield Hero, Season 1.